Riding the momentum of last Wednesday's exhibition win over Vacaville in the foundation game, the Bella Vista Broncos open up the regular season tonight, hosting Holt Collegiate Prep Academy of Stockton. Sophomore Braden Haggerty led the way with 18 points and was one of 3 players in double-figure scoring in the Broncos' 64-55 win. Cale Bird added 14 points and 9 rebounds, while Mitchell Emery added another 11 points, 3 players in double figures. Broncos go up against a Ben Holt team that returns 5 players from last year's squad that finished 11-9 and 4-6 in the Central California Athletic Alliance. While they lost their leading scorer to graduation last year, the next 2 scorers for the Bobcats are back in sophomore Samson Helsby, 11.4 points per game, and senior Asa Gonzalez. Who gets the upper hand tonight? It's the regular season opener for both schools, and we will find out next right here on BV Live Sports. Hello, everybody. George Thorolson and Quincy Douglas. Happy to have you along. Happy to have Quincy back with us for another season. And we're ready to get this thing going. A very impressive win for Bella Vista on Wednesday night against Vacaville. A lot of things went right, some things that need to be cleaned up on, but overall a good performance.
Yeah, it was fantastic to see 3 players in double figures for the Broncos. I'm really interested to see those guys take the next step, like we talked about last year, taking the next step after we saw some seniors leave. How are they going to implement their plan this year?
Well, gone, of course, are Marka Trotzik and Maxwell Pruker, among others. But back, Cale Bird.
Yep.
And he was impressive. Ultimately, and eventually, Jonah Wooden will be back, but he has to go participate in cross country a week from tomorrow first. And you got to finish your fall sport before you can start your winter sport.
Exactly.
Is what the rule is. And so he was there on the bench as moral support for the team. I think I actually saw him in the parking lot tonight, so it wouldn't surprise me if he's there, I guess, serving as extra motivation and maybe an additional coach on the sideline while this team is playing. We, of course, wish him the best a week from tomorrow. Go get him. He's an alternate, but if somebody gets hurt, he'll have the opportunity to represent Bella Vista in the cross-country championships. But for tonight, the Broncos, lots of expectations on this season. They want to make the playoffs.
Yeah. This is Cussler's second year. Yeah, we were here for his opening speech for, the parent night, and there's some passion there. There's some fire. He has very high expectations for this team. And you know what, George? I think they're going to live up to it. I do. I think they're going to live up to it.
There you go. Well, you may remember our colleague Carson Allen last year was the one that really hammed it up on the floor during the starting lineups. Well, Quincy's been elected to do that this year.
Yeah, we're going to see if I can live up to Carson. I don't know. Those are some big shoes to fill. I'll do my best.
So what we're going to do right now is we will shift off camera so Quincy can head downstairs to fulfill those duties, and then he'll be back with us for the course of the game, and I know that you'll do just great. You did during the football season.
Yeah, we'll have a blast. That's
just don't get caught up by the floor monster.
Nom, 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 nom.
All right, so we will hear from Quincy in just a bit as he will introduce the starting lineups. Just a couple of notes to talk about as we look at the Bella Vista Broncos warming up here. Just under 2 minutes to go before we get started. As we mentioned, they beat Vacaville 64-55 in the foundation game on Wednesday. Braden Haggerty led the way with 18 points. He also contributed 3 assists and shot 57% from the field. He started the game and is starting again tonight. Coach Cussler is going with the same starting lineup that he had on Wednesday night, and what he has told us is that's the starting lineup for now, but we'll see what happens. Obviously, when Jonah Wooden returns, he's certainly a candidate for the starting lineup. So we'll see how that goes as the season progresses. Haggerty was a starter on the freshman team last year, and Jesse Tomei, you may recognize that last name if you follow the girls' programs the past couple of years, but he was also a starter on the JV squad last year and is also on the varsity team this year. He saw some playing time the other night. Cale Bird, Mitchell Emery were also in double figures the other night, and Cale Bird contributed 9 rebounds as well. BV defense forced 9 steals, and overall, Coach Cussler was happy with the effort. He did say that he would like to see a little bit less on the turnovers. Let's head downstairs to Quincy Douglas.
Bella Vista High School. Let me hear it. Tonight we bring a varsity showdown featuring Ben Holt College Prep Academy taking on your Broncos. So Bronco Nation, the gym is packed and the energy is high. So let's get ready for Bronco basketball. We are going to start off with our national anthem, and then we will announce the team. So if you could please rise and remove your hats for the national anthem. And now we are going to introduce the starting 5 for the Ben Holt Academy. Number 0, Isaiah Williams. Number 2, Samson Hillsby. Number 5, Brandon Stinson. Number 10, Asa Gonzalez. And number 15, Diallo Chavez. Head coach for the Bobcats is Austin Allen. And now, put your hands together. Let's show some Bronco Nation. Here are your starting 5 for the Broncos. Number 0, Braden Haggerty. Number 3, Trevor Iwamasa. Number 5, Mitchell Emery. Number 10, Cal Bird. And number 33, Kate Rocker. Head coach for your Broncos is Stuart Cussler. Ladies and gentlemen, before we tip off tonight, we remind all fans and players to demonstrate outstanding sportsmanship. Please show respect to our referees, home and visiting families, players, and coaches. Let's keep the environment positive, clean, and full of Bronco pride. Can I get a Bronco stampede? Let's go, Broncos!
All right, Quincy, I think Carson Allen is proud. You done him good. Quincy will be up here in just a second to join us on the broadcast in just a few seconds here as we get this one underway. Diallo Chavez is ready to jump center against Cale Bird. Both look about the same height at 6'4". So let's get this one underway. Broncos in white moving right to left across your video screen, and the Bobcats, they're in black and yellow. They're going left to right. And that is Isaiah Williams, number 0, who is the one that is closest to the screen right there, as he is got his back to us right now as everybody's getting positioned, and we are ready to go. 8 minutes on the clock for the first quarter, and it's time to play some basketball here at Bella Vista High School. The regular season opener after BV's 64-55 win over Vacaville on Wednesday. Broncos will control to get this one underway, and this is Trevor Iwamasa. 11 assists the other night. Here's Bird. To bring it back outside, back inside to Bird. Nice pass underneath, inside to Mitchell Emery.
Emery, he tried to, he looked like he was going to pass it, but then he cut on the inside and laid it in.
Unselfish ball movement there by Bella Vista, and a near steal by Braden Haggerty. We're going to get the jump ball called, so this will favor Ben Holt. Samson Helsby, the shooting guard, is the one that will come and inbound the ball. That's number 2. As a freshman last year, was a key contributor, one of the leading scorers on this team last year.
Yeah, he was a big player for the Bobcats last season.
Number 5 is Brandon Stinson. He's an interesting story that we'll get to in just a second. Bella Vista deflected that one out of bounds. Stinson played for the JV team at Ben Holt 2 years ago. Last year, he actually transferred to a different school, and then halfway through the school year, decided to come back.
Wow.
So he couldn't play last year for the for Ben Holt because of the transfer rules, but he's back this year. That's a long shot from Helsby that does not go. Broncos control.
Cale Bird, nice rebound there. Good box out.
Picking up right where he left off. Haggerty had 18 points the other night. The sophomore getting a start once again tonight.
Braden's going to be a big part of their lineup this season. Nice rebound by Iwamasa, too.
Trevor will push the ball forward, cut off by the double team. Here's Bird, that Euro step, finger roll layup, and the scoop to the hoop just a little too hard. Broncos still lead by 2. This is Williams. And now Gonsalves. We got a whistle, and this one's going the other way. They're going to call an offensive foul on Diallo Chavez, and that'll be his first. First team foul of the game. And I do need to just remind everyone of the rule change from a couple of years ago. No more 7 team fouls in a 1-and-1 in one half. It's 5 team fouls in a quarter that sends you into the bonus, and the bonus is 2 shots. So the 1-and-1 no longer part of high school basketball. Cade Rucker drills the 3.
Big 3 from the corner. What they were doing there is they were moving the ball so well. I counted it.
Steal by Bella Vista. Haggerty had it, collision, and this one's going to go against Stinson.
They had 7 or 8 different passes going on that rotation. Finally ended up in Rucker's hand, and he hits it in the corner.
Just under 6 minutes to go in the opening quarter. There's another 3-point shot. That one's from Emery. Rucker with the position. Iwamasa, he thought about it. Now the Broncos work the perimeter. There's Emery, has his shot rejected.
That was a big block.
Brandon Stinson says, not on my watch. Here's Haggerty. Haggerty steps inside, draws the foul on a 14-footer. Asa Gonsalves is kind of looking down a little bit. I think he's the one that got called for the foul.
Yeah, he was called for the foul.
Haggerty will get a couple of free throws here. One of the things, if you're going to draw fouls, and that's one of the things I think we want to see Bella Vista do more this year, you got to make those free throws.
Have to make the free throws, have to make them count. Those are, well, they're not called free for no reason, you know.
1 of 2 for Braden Haggerty. one of my assistant coaches when I coached at the youth level at St. John Vianney in Rancho Cordova used to tell the players, free throws are free.
Exactly. Nope.
And it's a good point. I mean, it sounds kind of redundant, but it's a good point. You know, there's no defense,
no pressure
like that.
Well, let's be honest. There's a ton of pressure when you're at the line.
There's a ton of pressure. Yeah, you just got to make one uncontested from 18 feet. You know,
exactly.
Here's a steal for Ben Holt. No foul called there. It sure looked like there might have been a little contact there as Isaiah Williams took that one to the hoop, but no call. Broncos back in possession. Emery thought about it again to the baseline, puts up it with the one hand.
Another great ball movement, though. That nothing came of that basket, but great ball movement by the Broncos.
Hillsby got the rebound and was not across midcourt when Williams fed him the ball. He was in the air flying across midcourt, but that still counts as possession in backcourt. So that's a violation for Ben Holt, and the ball's going to go back over to Bella Vista. Here's Rucker underneath on the low block. His turnaround jumper does not go. Rucker follows the shot, gets his own rebound, tries to muscle up a shot, and he draws the foul. Chavez was down there.
I bet you Coach Kussler loves that tough play on the inside. They're going to need that, down the stretch. Rucker definitely looks like he's put some muscle on this offseason.
We talked about it on Wednesday night, but Rucker and Bird both with the bright blue shoes.
Yeah. Last year it was what was it, pink last year?
It was pink.
Yeah.
Mitchell Emery's got that going on. And Austin Hoey into the game along with Trevor Iwamasa. They're kind of, Hoey, we mentioned, has kind of the Bella Vista look.
Yeah.
With the black, white, and red.
They don't have the same rules in basketball as they do in football where your cleats have to match either red, white, or black.
A couple of free throws for Cade Rucker. Broncos first 8 points of the game. And there's the pressure defense, but in and underneath they find Williams. He gets the first points of the game for Ben Holt. That comes at 4.5 to go in the opening quarter.
That was great for Ben Holt. They allowed the pressure to come up top, and then they found the open guy underneath.
Austin Hoey has the shot blocked. That's the second block tonight, and I think Stinson has both of them.
Mm-hmm, he does.
So Broncos putting up the pressure defense once again, and Ben Holt beats it. Some substitutions, at least one in the game. Trenton Collins, the junior, number 21, tried to whack a rebound away there, but Trevor Iwamasa gets it no less. Here's Hoey underneath. Broncos quick ball movement. Emery for three. That looked really good. But Rucker comes down with it. He puts it back up and in, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, that is power basketball underneath right there. Great job. Grabbed the rebound, went right back up.
And just into the game, Trenton Collins gets called for his first personal. That is the 5th team foul already on Ben Holt. This is a shooting foul, so Rucker would go to the free throw line anyway, but it'll be shots the rest of the quarter on common fouls for the Broncos. Rucker made 2 just a moment ago.
Well, one thing that is awesome to see so far, the Broncos are moving the ball so well. I mean, they are whipping it around the court.
So the basket and one for Cade Rucker, and the Broncos lead by 9. Here's Williams. And that's Gonzalez launches the three-pointer. Trenton Collins muscles that one away.
Big
he comes up
there
with it, and then it's swatted away. His pass was swatted away by Rucker. Good defense by Rucker. Iwamasa. Hoey, he'll launch a three-pointer. Rebound underneath. Rucker gets hit once again, gets sent to the floor once again, and will head to the free throw line once again.
3 for 3 at the line. We'll see if he can make it 5 for 5.
Rucker off to a really good start. 4 for 4 at the line right now as he will take his next shot. 9 points on the night already for Cade Rucker. And now he's got the even 10.
Yeah, he has definitely been the muscle for Bella Vista.
He's got 10 of the 13 points for the Broncos. A little heady play there by Brandon Stinson. He was trapped, and he just saw the opportunity to bounce that off of a leg of a Bella Vista player.
Yep.
So the Broncos bring in some substitutions. Jesse Tomei and Trevor Hansen, I should say,
yep.
Are both in. Travis Hansen is a former kicker for the University of Washington back in the 90s. How do you like that? His brother Jason went to Washington State.
That's a good history for us.
Here's Hoey all the way in with a running layup. That's good.
A nice job going to the right hand there.
And just to finish that thought, Jason Hansen went on to a great career with the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
In the NFL. Here's Stinson driving in. He muscles up a shot and makes that one. That's his first 2 points of the game. The lead is 11 for Bella Vista. The defense there by Ben Holt. Both Collins and Stinson were in there.
Yep.
And they forced the held ball. This should go to Bella Vista.
Yeah, looks like it's going to Bella Vista.
It doesn't look like they have the possession arrows on tonight. Here's Hansen. Here's Tomei with the left-handed three-point shot. Hansen flies in for the rebound. Haggerty for three.
Almost gets
Couple of good looks there for the Broncos that would have brought the house down.
Yeah, Tomei was on junior varsity last season, and he is known for his ability to shoot from far outside the three-point line.
35% three-point shooter last year, made 37 in the for the total on the season, according to Max Preps.
Yep.
It's all in the name. I bet you he and his older sister Ellie have had three-point shooting contests in the backyard basketball.
Oh, absolutely. There is no doubt.
Ellie's over at Sierra College now. Wish her the best. Tomei, long three-point shot. He got it. As if on cue.
He's listening to us up here.
Good. The earpiece we fitted him for works. There's a long shot on the way from Ryan Aquino, who is in for his first action tonight. Here's Bird with the Euro step. Dumps it underneath. Was trying to get it to Andrew Dean. Couldn't control. Ben Holt back the other way. Stinson on Hoey. Stinson off the screen from Collins. And Hoey flies in for the rebound. Here's Tomei. Dean is open for three. Bird the rebound, his putback. Oh, can't get the roll. Collins the rebound for Ben Holt. Aquino. Stinson. Stinson all the way in. His runner does not go. But he draws the foul, and he'll head to the line.
And he's definitely been the driving force for the Bobcats so far tonight. I mean, he's got great defense, a couple of blocks already. He's got 2 points on the board. He's trying to look for some more.
So here's Stinson to the free throw line. Emery coming back in for Bella Vista. Hoey will head out. For now, we'll see him again.
He'll be back.
Everybody played on Wednesday night, and Coach Kussler would like to do that again tonight.
Yep.
Stinson gets the free throw. 1 of 2 at the line, and Tomei will bring the ball up. Hansen's open for three. Gonzalez with the rebound for Ben Holt.
I like how quick Bella Vista is getting down the court, setting up for defense. Good deflection by Tomei.
And there's a long shot on the way. Does not go. Cale Bird the rebound. It looks like a timeout with 2.5 seconds to go in the quarter. So good start for Bella Vista here.
Yeah, fantastic start. Couple threes in the corner. I mean, we see what Cade Rucker is doing. He's having a fantastic game so far.
Rucker, of course, he's the big shot tonight so far. It was Haggerty the other night, and Coach Kussler was saying on our post-game interview last Wednesday that he'd like to see about 8 to 10 players in the scorebook.
Yeah.
And he would like to see quite a few double figures.
Yeah, well, with the talent that's on this team this year, I think we're definitely going to see that.
There's a long shot at the buzzer as the first quarter comes to an end. All Bella Vista in this one early on. 18-5 is our score as the Broncos have that 13-point lead here at the break. And Cade Rucker, as we talked about, is the leading scorer in this one for the Broncos. Double checking my point totals here. I've got him for 9. I thought I said 10 earlier, but I've got him for 9. But that's okay.
That's enough. That's half the score there.
And actually, I may have missed one because I'm looking at the other totals. I'm trying to do math in my head while we're on camera here, but we'll check this out here. 3 points for Jesse Tomei on that trifecta that he hit, 2 each for Hoey and Emery, and a free throw for Haggerty. I think I missed one, so I think he is at 10.
Yeah, I think he is
because
too.
Everybody else then totals up to 18. So
yeah, Rutgers, he's had a great night. He's got 10 points. Cale Bird has a couple of rebounds. I think he has 3 rebounds. The Broncos, they're setting the tone. Tone sets the tone, and that's exactly what they're doing. So, if they can keep their foot on the pedal here to start the second quarter.
Broncos won the jump to start the game, and the teams held balls in the first quarter. So the Bobcats start the second quarter in possession. Aquino on Tomei. Tomei right up in his face. Mitchell Emery got the ball with his left hand. Unfortunately, his right hand was making a little contact with Aquino.
Aquino was helping him not fall down off that play.
All right, so the Bobcats will take possession with a fresh 35. Collins, high post. Looking for some help. Loose ball, and Cale Bird comes up with it. I think Collins tried to pass it, and the ball kind of slipped out of his hand.
Yeah. And good job for the Broncos. They're slowing it down a little bit here, getting their guys set.
And Hansen will launch a 3, back iron. Aquino with the rebound. Aquino one-on-one on Tomei, drives right by him, can't get the shot to go. Looks like the Broncos tipped that one out of bounds off the hands of Trevor Hansen.
Tomei may have got a quarter of a finger on that. It looked slightly deflected.
Bobcats to inbound. Chavez is back in. And here's Stinson.
Number 24, Andrew Dean in for the Broncos.
And that's Helsby driving in. He's one of their leading scorers, and we haven't called his name a lot yet tonight. Here's Bird. Bird with that Euro step again, just couldn't get that one in the air enough. Stinson back the other way, has trouble handling it. That's going to roll out of bounds. It'll go to Bella Vista.
5th turnover of the game for the Bobcats. The Broncos have 3.
Under 7 minutes to go, second quarter. Dean, he's open for 3!
Rattles that one in. The student section goes crazy on that one.
They certainly do. Get a whistle across the midcourt line. Mitchell Emery gets called for a foul. Second team foul on Bella Vista. First on Emery. Cade Rucker coming back into the game, and Mitchell will head over to the bench for a breather. And is going to get the The high fives from everybody. Helsby.
Goes out of bounds there, Bronco ball.
Cheerleaders showing some agility there to get out of the loose ball.
Hey, those cheerleaders are athletic too.
I didn't say they weren't. They absolutely are. Pass inside for Cale Bird goes out of bounds, so Bella Vista turns that one over. Bobcats will bring it forward once again. Williams. And a timeout called. Austin Allen, the head coach of the Ben Holt Bobcats, is going to call his team over right now with a 30-second timeout. And it's kind of regrouping a little bit as Bella Vista is kind of dominating this one, but it's early season. There are things to learn for Ben Holt as we get a look at their huddle right now. They hail from Stockton, California.
Yeah, long drive out here. There's definitely some stuff to learn here for them. They had a good year last year. I believe you said they were 11-9, and then in the conference they went 4-6. So, they got some good returning players, some good pieces to their team.
Helsby. Stinson thought about the three-pointer, and there he's going to be called for a travel. Looks like he was trying to decide whether he would shoot or drive, and when you're trying to make that decision, you usually wind up shuffling the feet.
I mean, it looked like he wanted to shoot initially. He got a little bit of space, and he thought, I should take it. Yeah, I think he should have trusted his gut there, which was to take the shot.
Aquino with the steal. He'll drive in with the finger roll layup, and that's his first points of the game.
Nice play for Aquino.
Yeah, he read that one pretty well.
He did.
And he's right up in Tomei's face once again.
Very energetic player.
Andrew Dean hit one from three-point range just a few moments ago. That runner doesn't go. There's a foul called. And this one is going to go against Ben Holt. Looks like that's on Chavez. Boy, if that is true, that's 3. I've got him for 3.
Yeah.
And in fact, substitution getting ready to come in as Dean makes the first free throw. Chavez will come out of the game, and our first look at Harnour Nijar, a senior, number 11. There's Helsby, pulls up at the free throw line.
Nice shot, looked good.
Aquino with the rebound. He's not afraid to drive in amongst the trees, and that's exactly what he did. Looks like Rucker's going to get called for the foul there.
Yeah, he came right under Rucker's arm there, and he took quite a big hit, but he's a tough guy.
Aquino last year was on the varsity squad. Didn't get to the free throw line a lot, went 4 for 6. He's going to have to make his next 4 to equal that. Rucker. Oh, right to Stinson. Stinson's going to glide down the floor, and his finger roll is good.
No problem there. I believe that's 4 points for him.
I got him for 5.
Got him for 5. He's got
a
2
free
blocks
throw on there.
Yeah, okay. He's got 2 blocks and a steal now.
There's Dean for 3 once again. Stinson tries to get that one, but he's stepping on the baseline. And so the Broncos will keep possession. Ball did not touch the iron, so no reset of the shot clock. 5:05 to go in the second quarter here at Bella Vista High School. There's Rucker. He draws a foul, and he's headed back to a very familiar place for him.
Yeah, I believe he has 5 points off of free throws tonight.
Indeed.
5 for 5. Broncos on a whole are 7 for 9 from the line.
Rucker very solid tonight. Cale Bird, the rebound.
Nice job.
That's the first points of the game for Cale Bird, and what is that, 3 or 4 rebounds already?
Yeah, he's got 4 already.
Had 9 the other night. And a travel called. Aquino tried to sell it, and then when he saw that he got called for the travel, he just started laughing.
Sometimes all you can do is you could just laugh.
I was hoping you didn't see that.
Yeah.
Iwamasa back in. There's Haggerty. No look over to Rucker for 3.
What an assist. Nice assist by Haggerty. Another 3 for Rucker.
Rucker, I remember he had a monster game in particular one night last year, and he's looking like he's going to be racking up the points again tonight. And there's a rebound for him also. There's Dean underneath. Dean tried to muscle that one up and then dish it off.
A lot of contact on that play, but the refs are letting him play.
Williams, he almost traveled. Helsby drives in. His runner doesn't go. Isaiah Williams rocking the purple shoes as Cale Bird drives in.
Something tells me he wanted to slam that.
Helsby was right there and gets called for the foul. Cale Bird will have to settle for the 2 points at the line.
Not as cool as a slam dunk, but
speaking of things that would bring the house down.
Yes, exactly.
Mentioned it the other night, but Jesse Tomei has a pretty interesting shoe game going on too.
Yes, he does.
The blue and the green.
They have multicolor. Looks like there's some bright orange in there.
I'm guessing those are custom made.
Probably.
Either that or he has a pair just like him at home. There's Stinson driving down.
Gets the rebound.
Richard tips it over to right back to Stinson. Stinson on Rucker. Stinson showing some good ball handling skills.
Good matchup, two big guys. Stinson's he's very long.
Helsby splits through a double team and he muscles one up and in. Nice job there by Helsby.
Good job getting inside. He wanted the foul.
His first points of the game. Braden Haggerty drives back the other way, and he'll head to the free throw line.
It's nice to see the aggression by the Broncos. I mean, they are feeding off getting to the line. They have no problem driving the basketball. You know, the first quarter we saw them take quite a few threes. This quarter, I'm wondering if Coach Custer is like, get inside, use your muscle.
Liam Holman coming in for Bella Vista. Cale Bird's going to have a seat on the bench to get a breather here. 2 free throws there for Braden Haggerty. Very impressive the other night with the 18 points. Helsby. Ball deflected away, he gets it back. Gonsalves. Closed off.
Great defense by Omasa.
Stinson's looking to drive, he's closed off. Here's Helsby. Free throw line back to Stinson. Stinson splits through, he muscles up a shot and that one is good.
Well done. Hey, he's starting to get a little hot here.
He is up to 7 points, back the other way. 3-pointer on the way up and over from Jesse Tomei.
Boy.
So we have the inverted score right now of 31-13. Helsby off the screen. Deflected, loose ball, foul.
It's going to be a foul there.
That's going to be on Haggerty, his first. 4th team foul on Bella Vista, so it'll be free throws the rest of the way, actually for both teams.
Yep.
With 2:41 to go in the first half. Here's Gonsalves for 3. Got it.
Bobcats starting to heat up a little bit. Trying to really cut into this lead before the half. Looks like they're playing zone here.
And here's Haggerty to the free throw, the baseline. It's one of those lines. And the Bobcats are going to call a timeout with 2:15 to go here in the opening quarter. Broncos with the 15-point lead. And a look at the Bronco bench. Again, Cade Rucker is leading the way. 14 points on the night for him. 3-pointers, 2-pointers, free throws, lots of free throws.
He's got the whole bag tonight, and he's playing great on defense, playing fantastic on offense. They're going to need this from him, so it's nice that we're starting to see it early.
Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/BV Live Sports, or scan the QR code on your screen. We will give you broadcast updates and other updates throughout the course of the season. So check out the Facebook page, give us a like, and you'll get notifications and updates as to changes that we make. Bad pass by Bella Vista and a turnover.
They're doing pretty good on turnovers. That's only their 5th turnover.
The next
Bobcats
Broncos
7.
boys game, we want to point out, it's going to be on the road at Casa on Tuesday. The live stream rights are held by Orangevale Live, so check them out to watch Bella Vista on Tuesday night at Casa if you can't make it to the game. There's Isaiah Williams with a deuce.
7-0 run here for the Bobcats.
Rucker on the baseline. Here's Holman. Rejected by Stinson.
3rd block tonight for him.
And here's Isaiah Williams. Rebound underneath. Gonzalez puts it up and in. Gonzalez 5 points all here in the second quarter.
And they're trying to get this down to single digits before halftime.
BV lead is 11.
9-0 run for the Bobcats.
They've led by as many, I believe, as 16. Inside, Cade Rucker.
Go with what you know. He's been hot all night.
He sure has. Stinson on Rucker. Tries to split through a double team. There's Williams for 3. Aquino, the smallest guy on the floor, comes up with the rebound. There's another 3-point attempt. Aquino, he's right there again.
It's a phenomenal
My
athlete.
goodness. And he's going to get called for the foul for all of his efforts. 55 seconds to go, and free throws coming up for Bella Vista.
Well, Coach Allen has got to love that energy. I mean, he caught 4 Bella Vista Broncos like sleeping on that rebound, went up and got it all by himself.
Jesse Tomei, by the way, Jesse Tomei was a 75% free throw shooter last year for the JV team as a freshman.
Wow.
And the lefty.
Yep.
He's up to 5 points on the night. Bronco lead back to 15. Gonna get a foul here on Rucker. That's the second on Rucker. That's going to be free throws for Ben Holt Collegiate Prep Academy. 47.3 seconds to go. Apologize, the 4 is a little bit out of view there. One of 2 free throws for Ben Holt. And Cade Rucker
doing it again, looking for the and one.
Just under 40 seconds. Basket and one for Cade Rucker. I've got him for 19.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Hillsby back the other way. He gets his second bucket of the game. He's got 4 total. Broncos by 15 as we approach 20 seconds to go. They can play for the last shot if they want. The shot clock is off. And Iwamasa passes up the 3. Here's Haggerty. Haggerty to the baseline. He'll take the jumper, and that one drops in.
That was smart. You know, he wanted to take the 3. He decided to get a few more feet out of it.
And take a few more seconds off. Here's Stinson back in. Looping scoop to the hoop. Oh, the unfriendly roll.
Wow, that would have been a great play there.
As we have come to the end of the first half here at Bella Vista High School. Much better quarter for Ben Holt. They put 18 points on the board.
Yeah.
compared to Bella Vista's 22, but that's a 22-18 quarter as opposed to an 18-5 first quarter. And so the Broncos still with the lead, 17-point lead here at halftime, 40 to 23. But you mentioned that Ben Holt was kind of finding their rhythm a little bit in that second quarter.
They did. They came out a lot more aggressive. Aquino, number one, Ryan Aquino, he showed what he can do on the floor. I think he was kind of the driving force. And then you have Stenson that's coming over. He's getting blocks. He's getting rebounds. He's hitting buckets, free throws. Both those two players, they're the ones that led the way for the Bobcats in the second quarter.
And taking a look at some of our first half numbers, 19 points for Cade Rucker leading the way. And then it's 5 each for Braden Haggerty and Jesse Tomei, the super sophomores, if you will.
Exactly.
4 points for Andrew Dean, 3 for Cale Bird, and 2 each for Mitchell Emery and Austin Hoey. Taking a look at the numbers for Ben Holt, Brandon Stinson is leading the way. He had 5 points in the second quarter alone, plus another 3. He's got 8 total, and he is their leading scorer. 5 points for Asa Gonzalez, 4 points for Samson Helsby, 4 points for Isaiah Williams, and 2 for Ryan Aquino, and that will round out the scoring for Ben Holt. And it looks like they're back doing the shoot-a-thon or shoot-off there at halftime.
It's good for the crowd.
So your overall thoughts here in the first half?
Great job by the Broncos. They saw the Bobcats go on a run. They went on a 9-0 run, and I think so they can see the Broncos can clearly see Bobcats can come with some energy, and they can make some shots. But they took the last minute and a half, and the Broncos cleaned it up, got some good rebounds, and they did what they know. They know to get the ball down to Rucker, and he was able to stop that.
He's the one with the hot hand tonight, and that's the thing that you want. You want the guy with the hot hand to be the guy that
extinguishes that fire,
gets the ball. So we'll see if anything else changes in the second half. We also saw Trevor Hansen, Andrew Dean, and Liam Holman get some playing time. And then Trevor Iwamasa didn't dent the scorebook in the first half, but he did a lot.
He did a lot. I mean, he's got assists. He's got a couple of rebounds. He plays the point guard position very, very well. That was something that I think they relied on a lot last year, and they will continue as he develops. They're going to continue to rely on him to facilitate the ball.
All right, we're just going to take a brief break and let you watch what's going on down on the floor here. And we will be back with the second half in just a few minutes here on BV Live Sports. Moments away from the second half as the Broncos are just now coming out to do a little bit of shooting in the final minute. Ben Holt is also warming up. So pardon me as I clean off my glasses here as I'm live on camera.
Hey, you got to be able to see, right?
Yeah, indeed. All right, so what would you like to see Bella Vista? I mean, they've done so well on just about everything. Anything you want to see them work on here in the second half?
I want to see Cale Bird. I want to see those Euro steps he's been working on. I want to see those finish.
Yeah.
He's had about 3 of them now. They haven't fallen, but he the more practice he gets in there, they'll start dropping. He's a phenomenal athlete. So
he certainly got them, had them working the other night. So.
Okay, good.
All right.
Overall, though, I think they're playing very well. Defense looks sharp. They're moving the ball really well. I think if they continue that formula, we'll see a lot of pretty much the same success we saw in the first half.
All right, Broncos with the possession to begin the third quarter here. And then a week off for Thanksgiving.
Yes. Looking forward to that.
Although they will be playing next week.
Yes.
On Tuesday at Castle. 3-pointer for Mitchell Emery.
That's a way to start it.
Girls, by the way, will play Monday at El Dorado. That will be their regular season opener. And I believe you should be able to find that one on NFHS. Remember to watch games on NFHS, which a lot of the teams that Bella Vista will play on the road stream on NFHS. You do need a subscription for that. And just a quick note that should there be postseason action for either or both of the Bella Vista teams, even the home games would stream on NFHS, but we would still do them for you. There's a turnover there for Ben Holt, as Bella Vista will take this one over again. 20-point lead, biggest lead of the night for the Broncos.
And Ben Holt has 8 turnovers on the night. Bella Vista with 5.
And the three-point shot from Haggerty does not go. That's out of bounds. This is going to stay with Bella Vista.
Yeah.
Coach Kussler was telling me before the game he wants to see under 10 turnovers per half and really under 15 or under for the game.
Yeah, it's a great
You
goal.
said 5 turnovers in the first half?
5 turnovers in the
They
first half.
may not even get to 10 total.
I mean, they're playing very sharp, so that's a good expectation for Coach Kussler to have for them. If they keep playing like this, they'll meet it.
Stinson for 3. And this is going to stay at this end.
It's like Emery kind of jumped over the back.
Owe's coming in, and Cade Rucker will come out. You know, Coach Kussler's got to feel really good about the rotation and the number of players that he can actually rotate in here.
Yeah, I mean, when you can give your top scorer, of the game, you bring him in for a minute and then you take him out, you have a lot of confidence in your bench. And that's going to play dividends down the road when we start getting into these conference games.
Right now we're just waiting for conversations to end, and they do, and now we're back in
action.
Back in action here. Rotation by the part of Ben Holt. Asa Gonsalves winds up on the floor and draws a foul. Maybe they got Emery again.
Yeah, I think so.
I have him for 3. Third team foul in the third quarter here. This is legal, by the way, because the player was in backcourt when he fielded the ball. Williams, Aquino. Ellsby the sophomore.
Nice spin.
Closed off. Asa Gonsalves for 3. Emery the rebound. Bowie deflected away by Williams. It's out of bounds, and it will stay with Bella Vista. Tell you what, Ben Holt's just really kind of getting right up in everybody's face defensively.
Yeah, they're pretty good defensively, at least to start to this second quarter, or excuse me, the second half. It's you look at Aquino, and he once again, he's kind of the guy that's driving that defense right now. So it's good to see them step up. They're down by 20, but they're playing like they're right in this one.
Had a look at the Bella Vista bench. Now here's a look at the Ben Holt bench as Coach Austin Allen. I gotta give him credit because I bug the coaches before each game to kind of just get a little bit of information on the team. He was scoring for the JV game, and I went up to him and I introduced myself and I said, "Oh, I see you're scoring. I don't want to bug you." He said, "No. It's a." And so he was watching the game. He wasn't looking at me while we were talking, which I completely understood.
Sure, absolutely.
It wasn't rude of him or all because he needed to see what was going on. Okay, so despite the buzzer, the play continues here, and there's Cale Bird underneath, gets the deuce.
That's nice to see. Cale Bird hasn't, I believe that's 4 points for him. He hasn't seen a lot of offense so far in this game, but it's going to be nice to get him going, especially if Rutgers on the bench.
So what I'm saying is Coach Austin Allen is a multitasker.
Yeah, it sounds
and he
like
did a
it.
very good
Yeah.
job. He didn't miss a beat on the score sheet. So and he gave me the information I was looking for. So
right, there you go. Turnover by the Broncos.
here's Stinson, spin move.
Oh,
Off the glass, it's in. He draws the foul.
what a play.
Stinson now at 10 points. He will head to the line here. Trevor Hansen is back in for Bella Vista. Stinson with the free throw. The and one.
Yep. Bobcats 2 for 4 from the line, 50% tonight. Broncos, meanwhile, 14 of 18. They're shooting very well from the line.
Iwamasa high post underneath. There's Mitchell Emery.
Nice job there.
Another assist for Iwamasa. Stinson, he's going to launch a three. That one's off the head.
At the head of Haggerty.
Off the head. I wonder if he played soccer.
Yeah, I wonder.
I mean, that was that was vintage soccer player right there.
His head was to the goal box. He might have scored.
Gonsalves at the free throw line. Bird the rebound.
That's Bird's, I believe that's his 7th rebound of the night.
Well, he had 9 the other night, so one poked away by Aquino. Hirsch Contra is into the game, number 20 for the Bobcats. Trevor Collins coming back in along with Isaiah Williams. Stinson and Gonsalves will come out. Emery. They've got Iwamasa at the high post.
Wow.
Turns around from the free throw line.
Fantastic job. Just caught it. He saw nobody was within striking distance, and he just took the shot.
Smooth as silk. Here's Helsby. He's going to launch with an NBA three. Bird the rebound. Haggerty will push the ball. Hansen. Broncos taking their time right now.
That's good.
20 seconds on the shot clock into a cutting Iwamasa.
And that's
from
why-
Cale Bird draws the foul.
That's why you take your time. Cale Bird read that. He was looking for the cut. Iwamasa right under the basket, gets the bucket, going to the line.
Iwamasa held scoreless in the first quarter, but that doesn't mean he didn't do anything.
Right.
And he had some assists
Yep.
and certainly did a lot of stuff away from the ball, but now he's getting the points. Up to 5 all in this quarter.
He has an extremely clean shot.
26-point lead for the Broncos. There's a steal, loose ball. Emery crashes in to get it, and the pass a little too tall for DeLucchi. Nate DeLucchi is in the game now. Hillsby. They're going to get an offensive foul called on Hillsby. (52-26). The Broncos have doubled up the score on Ben Holt Academy.
Yeah, they're playing. They seem a little bit more patient in this third quarter than they did the second quarter. They're moving the ball. The first quarter, they did a great job moving the ball around. This quarter, they're doing the same thing.
Hansen takes the three, tries to follow the shot. Helsby comes up with the rebound. Helsby's going to take it coast to coast and no, he doesn't get the roll. Hansen the rebound. There's a lid on that basket for Ben Holt. They had a lot of good-looking shots that just haven't fallen.
Yeah.
Here's Haggerty. Haggerty tries the Euro step. Says, Cale, I can do that too.
Nice job by Haggerty.
Braden Haggerty, 7 on the night. Williams for three. Hansen another rebound. Haggerty, if you were with us Wednesday night, he had 18 points. So he's looking for a second consecutive double-digit scoring game. We'll see if that works out for him, but this is Iwamasa that's going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah. Iwamasa likes that shot right there at the corner of the free throw line. That's the sweet spot for him.
More substitutions for Bella Vista. Kyle Matson coming in for some action. That is him, number 12, along with Nate DeLucchi.
Broncos doing so well at the line tonight. They are making it count. 16 for 20. It shows just how aggressive they're being on the offensive side.
Hillsby. He'll spot up for three. That's a good looking shot.
That was nice. He has a high arc on his release.
17-point lead. Check that. My math is off. 27-point lead. Iwamasa.
Foul on DeLucchi there.
That'll be the first on DeLucchi. 1:50 to go in the third quarter. Broncos at 5 team fouls or more. Hillsby, who had just hit that three-pointer a few moments ago. He's a 64% free throw shooter last year as a freshman on the varsity team.
Freshman on the varsity, wow, that's really good.
1 of 2, Stinson trying to get the rebound to Lukey. That football aggressiveness.
Oh yeah, he just finished his senior year on the football field. How about Iwamasa with that ball handling and navigating in and out of traffic there?
You know, he's not afraid to weave through the traffic like that.
No.
And he does a really good job of controlling the ball. He played varsity last year as a sophomore.
Yep.
We got 1 more year of him.
Yep.
2 more years of this guy. That's Jesse Tomei after this year. Here's DeLucchi underneath. Nate DeLucchi, his first points of the game.
Nice job. They were patient on that. He's a big guy. Muscled his way in. So
DeLucchi played JV basketball 2 years ago, did not play last year, and is now back with the team this year. There's a 3-point shot from Hillsby again.
Hillsby's caught fire here in this second half.
25-point lead now. Matson. Back to Tomei. Tomei will launch a 3-pointer. Matson trying to crash the boards there. Hillsby comes up with it. Here's Aquino. Aquino tried to pass it to the outside. It was deflected, winds up going out of bounds.
Looks like it's going to stay with the Bobcats.
More substitutions for the Bobcats. Anch Dillon is now in, along with Ishan Mahil. And Hillsby off the screen from Mahil. That one's off. Rebound underneath. Dillon tries to put that in. Draws a foul. Anch Dillon with the goggles.
Let's see, who was that? That was Kareem.
He doesn't quite have the Kareem.
Right?
He doesn't have the Kareem goggles.
No.
Kareem had those like circular ones.
And then, I think they wrapped all the way around his head too.
Yeah. Lukey got a hand on it, and now the Broncos control. Here's Hansen.
You know, that was smart basketball right there. Hansen could have drove it on the inside, might have turned it over with if it was ended up being a reckless play. Instead, he pulled it back, reset the offense. It's a smart play.
DeLucchi on the baseline. 3-pointer from Matson. And Hillsby comes up with the rebound. when you build the big lead, you get a chance to look at some really good different combinations.
Yeah.
Dillon's going to go back to the free throw line. Missed two just a few moments ago. And now he gets one to drop. One of two for Dillon. Here's Tomei again. He'll launch another three. Got it. 8 points for Jesse Tomei. Here's a long shot as time is expiring. And we have come to the end of the third quarter. Broncos 61 points on the board. A 21-point third quarter for Bella Vista. An 11-point third quarter for Ben Holt as they are at 34.
So the Broncos definitely showing first quarter coming out of, starting the game off very aggressive defensively, held them to 5 points. The Bobcats did a good job in the second half. Here we are at the beginning of the second quarter. Here we are in the second half, third quarter. Broncos tighten up the defense again and only allow 11 points. So good job by the defense.
Taking a look at the numbers for Bella Vista, Cade Rucker was held scoreless in the third quarter. Didn't really see a lot of action. Again, with the big lead, they're cycling in a few other players and getting them some extended playing time tonight, but still leads the way with the 19 points. Jesse Tomei has 8, Braden Haggerty has 7, as does Trevor Iwamasa. All 7 of Trevor's points were in that third quarter. 7 for Mitchell Emery as well, 5 for Cale Bird, and DeLucchi has 2. Austin Hoey also has 2. Andrew Dean, by the way, has 4. For Ben Holt, will total up their scores in just a second as we now get the quarter underway here, the fourth quarter. Here's Andrew Dean. Helsby another rebound.
Gets it out to Williams.
Stinson had his hands on it. Dean stepped in front of it. Nearly forced the turnover there.
Almost there.
That's going to stay with Ben Holt. The Bobcats are led by Stinson's 11 points, 10 for Helsby, and then 5 for Asa Gonzalez, 4 for Williams, and 2 for Aquino.
Well, Broncos, a couple stats here. Broncos leading the way with, Bobcats leading the way with turnovers. They have 10 to the Broncos 7. So the Broncos doing a good job protecting the ball. They're also doing a great job at the line. Right now, 16 for 20 for the Broncos behind the line. And the Bobcats are 4 for 10, 40%.
So Matson's 3 was rebounded by DeLucchi, and then the Broncos have decided to call a timeout here with 7:08 to go in the fourth quarter.
A quick timeout like that usually means that coach doesn't like the matchups that he's seeing on the floor. So you want to stop that as soon as possible, readjust the team, and get them right back out there.
So the Broncos' next action is going to be Tuesday at Casa Roble. And go ahead and check out Orangevale Live. They should have the live stream for you if you're not able to make it to the game. Our next boys broadcast will be on December 16th as Highlands will be coming to Bella Vista. That is a 7 o'clock tip-off as well, as Jesse Tomei launches and drills another three-point shot. He's at 11.
He's starting to warm up.
So that'll be our next boys broadcast here on BV Live Sports. We've got a girls game coming up on December 2nd. We'll talk about that in a bit as well. Here's Helsby. He'll launch another 3, try to answer. Tomei the rebound. Here's Dean. Tomei's going to take another one. And he's going to drill another one.
That is his third one made in a row. And once he starts getting hot.
And his fourth of the game.
He is hot.
He's at 14 points. Here's Stinson. He causes the foul.
So yeah, that's an offensive foul there.
So the Broncos will get the ball here. The Broncos with Iwamasa and Tomei, Dean, Holman, and Matson on the floor right now. We'll see if Braden Haggerty gets back into the game, a chance to get up to double figures again. But right now, chance for some of the young guys to play. Here's Tomei again. Iwamasa. Nice putback by Iwamasa. He's at 9.
Looks like they're.
Are they waving it off? They're waving it off. Okay, so no points there for Bella Vista.
Not exactly sure why, though.
May have been a foul before the shot. Nice move by Helsby. Another turnover by Ben Holt. Tomei. It's all in the shoes.
Well, he wants to shoot that 3, that's for sure.
There's Holman getting his first 2 points of the game. Be interesting to see what happens in his junior and his senior year, because he saw what his sister did as a junior, setting the all-time girls scoring record. Could there be a little sibling rivalry?
Yes.
Here's Stinson. Stinson falling to the ground and got an injured Bronco on the floor. This does not look good. Coach Kussler is off the bench. The foul is going to be on Holman. And I think it's Holman's on the ground.
Is it Holman or Matt? No, it's not Matson. No, I believe it is Holman.
I was just process of elimination looking at the other numbers. And he is sitting up. He may have just gotten the wind knocked out of him.
Looks like he was holding his elbow there for a minute.
He's
limping.
He's limping a little bit. He was kind of rolling around a little bit on the ground too.
Yeah, he looks like he's doing pretty good. He's staying in.
He can stay in the game. All right. Actually, maybe they have that rule too, that if they come out, somebody comes out, you got to come out of the game for a little bit.
Yeah, so Hoey will come back in.
So it's Hoey, Dean, DeLucchi, Matson, and Tomei. And Stinson will go to the free throw line. 11 points tonight. Helsby tries to get the rebound. Did that ball hit the baseline? No, I guess it didn't. Referee's right there looking at it. Here's Dean. Dean flies to the basket. No, but he draws the foul.
Let's get the foul on that play. Nice job. Staying aggressive. I like the Bella Vistas not just settling. You know, they're up big, but they are still staying aggressive.
Looks like that might have been on Anch Dillon. Dean with the free throw. Broncos at 70.
Both of them.
Up to 6 points tonight for Andrew Dean. As we approach the 5-minute mark here in the game that will send the Broncos into Thanksgiving week. And there's Anch Dillon back at the other end getting his first bucket of the game. He does have a free throw as well. Dean. This is a 3. Helsby the rebound. Here's Stinson. Tomei the rebound.
Oh, nice
Dean
pass.
again, wide open on the baseline.
Wow.
Great look from Tomei. Dean is up to 8 points.
Yeah, the Broncos are definitely showing that they can score from many different positions.
And so can Asa Gonzalez.
Yeah,
He drills that three-pointer. DeLucchi. There's Matson. Stinson, another rebound. He's a good one.
He really is. They have 4 guys on their team that really They're good players.
Here's Dean. And now Tomei. Good save by Dean. Tomei's going to launch a three.
You just can't really give him any space.
And there's Holman underneath. None the worse for wear.
Because that's what's going to happen every time. You know, he's gonna launch that long three. They're not getting up close on him, and once they bring their guys out, we're getting the offensive rebound and laying it in.
Full 5-out swap here for, or it will be after the timeout. But they had They had 5 players up there at the scorer's table waiting to come in. And now they've taken a timeout to kind of regroup a little bit here, as the Broncos with a 36 point lead here in this one, 75 points.
Yeah, they're doing a fantastic job.
So I want to let you know that coming up on December 2nd, that's a Tuesday night, the Lady Broncos will be back in action as the Miners of Nevada Union will come calling on Tuesday night. That's the Tuesday right after Thanksgiving. That is our next broadcast here on BV Live Sports. We'll get started at 6:50, and tip-off will be at 7 o'clock. The BV girls also an impressive win on Wednesday night in the foundation game against Vacaville. They'll be at El Dorado on Monday for their regular season opener. Here's Aquino on Tomei. Katra sets a screen. Aquino. And Katra gets fouled.
He got wrapped around the waist there of Andrew Dean.
Dean his first. Here's Aquino to the baseline. Tries to get around DeLucchi, and he travels. He's not that big defensive lineman closing off the baseline, and then he tried to get around it.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to do.
Tomei. Madsen. Tomei, again, they gave him some space.
Yeah.
DeLucchi the rebound, back to Tomei. Dean, he'll launch another three. Got it! That's his second three-pointer of the game.
Nice job.
He's got 7 points in this quarter alone.
Yeah, Dean's playing
11
great
total
here in the third quarter. Looked like a partial block there.
Madsen comes up with the rebound. Dean's open for another trifecta. Madsen the rebound. Here's Dean. Thought about it again. Now the fadeaway from 17, Andrew Dean.
Nice step back shot right there. That's so hard to defend.
Broncos by 41. Aquino.
It's going to be probably a foul on DeLucchi.
41-point lead. You may notice the clock is continuing to run. We are in a running clock due to the gap on the scoreboard.
Does that happen after 35?
Not sure where it happens. I just noticed it.
It's got to be a certain point.
I think we just hit the threshold.
Maybe it's 40.
The thing is clock is ticking down as there's some delays before the free throws. That's Harnour Nijar at the free throw line. There you go, he dents the scorebook. 80-40. All Bella Vista Broncos here tonight. And it's becoming the Andrew Dean show here in the second half.
It's been big there in this fourth quarter. They're starting to look like the Boston Celtics here a year ago. Just threes everywhere.
There's Contra driving to the basket. There is a collision.
Meanwhile, the Bobcats can't buy a bucket.
That's on Andrew Dean. As the clock continues to run the running clock. folks ready to beat the traffic.
Yep.
Broncos the rebound. That's Holman back into the game. Here's Tomei.
Good defense.
Dean again thought about it. Now they're just going to bring it around. They're just going to pass it around, let this one come out. They're faking the shots. But no, they've been instructed to just let the clock run out, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Time is going to expire. It is an 83-40 win for Bella Vista. Dominant performance, start to finish, and just a really impressive game overall for the Bella Vista Broncos.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal job by the Broncos. Their defense, I'm not, you know the point score for the fourth quarter, but overall, just a great game. Broncos from the line, 18 from 22. Fantastic. And then you had the Bobcats 6 for 16. They're going to definitely spend some time cleaning up their free throws as they continue to drive into the regular season.
So Coach Kessler's going to talk to his team, and then he's going to talk to us, and hopefully bring a player out as well. It would be
awesome.
great to hear from Andrew Dean about what he was feeling tonight, but we'll see what comes about here. Jesse Tomei had a great game as well. So that would be, either one would be
It would be good. Yep.
Great to have along here. Let's take a look at the final numbers. Cade Rucker, talk to him as well. 19 points over 3 quarters.
Yep.
He led the way for the Broncos. Andrew Dean had 16 points, and Jesse Tomei 14. Those were the ones in double figures.
Yep.
A few players were close. Braden Haggerty with 7, Trevor Iwamasa with 7, Mitchell Emery with 7. Cale Bird had 5, and then 4 for Liam Holman. All of that in the fourth quarter, 2 each for Austin Hoey and for Nate DeLucchi. I'm checking to see if I missed anyone. Does not look like I did.
Yeah.
For Ben Holt, 11 points from Brandon Stinson. He was held scoreless in the fourth quarter. In fact, they only scored 6 points in the third quarter.
Yeah.
So 11 points for Brandon Stinson, 10 for Samson Helsby. Helsby. And then drops down. Isaiah Williams had 4, 2 for Aquino, 3 for Anch Dillon, and 1 point for Harnour Nijar. Asa Gonzalez had 8. I forgot him too.
Yeah,
so
he was a good player for them.
So those are the final scoring numbers. A couple of things that we wanted to look at for the Broncos today was first of all turnovers. The coach wanted 15 or less, actually probably less than 15.
Yeah.
How did they do?
They had, from my numbers, they had 7 on the night. I mean, they only had 1 turnover in the second half.
Wow. So he was saying 10 or less in each half and 15 overall.
Yeah.
They didn't even get to 10. So, I think Coach is going to be pretty happy about that.
They protected the ball very well, especially when you look at the 15 that the Bobcats had for the game. So Broncos more than double on the score. They doubled up the turnover ratio in their favor. So great job overall.
So couple of good ones to get the season started.
Yep.
Now, of course, it's always tough to play Casa, and even more so when you go over there.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's going to be a bit of a challenge for them, and but we'll see how that goes.
But that's good. It's that's always a tough game. That's the big rivalry game that everybody talks about is Casa and Bella Vista, and I think having these 2 wins under your belt heading into that game is a good place to start. I mean, if I'm Coach Kessler, yes, there's things to clean up, but I'm extremely impressed with how they played.
And actually, I think I had the schedule wrong. Casa's after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
It is going to be the first opportunity for Jonah Wooden to play.
Oh, nice.
So that's where that was going. So no, it is not Casa on Tuesday. So I apologize for mixing everybody up on that one. I'm going to get the right one for you. I do know that I am correct with the girls' game. They are going to play El Dorado on Monday at El Dorado. But we'll go ahead and take a look at the Bella Vista boys' schedule here. And
Well, I definitely know you're right. They are playing Cass, I believe, on Tuesday.
I don't think it's this Tuesday, though.
Okay.
I think it is after Thanksgiving, because Coach was saying that that's going to be Jonah Wooden's return.
Okay.
And he has the cross country meet coming up a week from tomorrow. So that's and I just remembered all of that as I was.
You're doing a good job multitasking here yourself.
Was really confident in telling people what the next game was, only to be wrong. So no, it's Mira Loma on the 25th. So that is on Tuesday, and I'm not sure if there's an NFHS stream on that. And then CASA will be on the 2nd. So when we're here with the girls taking on Nevada Union, which will be our next broadcast, we'll be competing with Orangevale Live and the Bella Vista boys. So if you want to watch the boys, you have our permission to go over there. But we would rather have you here to watch the girls to take on Nevada Union. I know that you'll be over. Your son Sean's on the JV squad.
He is, yeah.
So you'll be over watching them play CASA.
Yep.
And certainly best wishes to the Broncos in their next 2 games. But it's Mira Loma this coming Tuesday. They will be at Mira Loma. That's a 6 o'clock start.
Okay.
Of course, I know that Bella Vista's off next week. I think a lot of the high schools are.
Yeah.
Not everybody is, I don't think, but a lot of them are. So a little earlier start on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
That's
and
good.
Then Casa Roble will be a 7:30 game. So we will probably try to keep an eye on that one while we're doing the girls' game against Nevada Union on the 2nd. So that's so apologies, we got that all figured out.
It's squared away now.
Mira Loma this Tuesday, Casa Roble the following Tuesday.
Right.
And looks like Cade Rucker is going to be joining us.
Perfect.
And Coach Kussler is heading up as well, so we will welcome them in and get ready to hear from our star of the game. And we'll just give him a chance to
navigate through
here the keep out sign.
Yeah, exactly.
But Coach is authorized personnel, so let's bring everybody in so we can be seen. And let's see, there we go. All right, Coach. 43-point win or something like that, and very impressive performance tonight. Your overall thoughts?
Good way to start the season, for sure. I thought a little lull in the second quarter, but we came out in the second half and really refocused. And we had some good contributions from people off the bench. Starters helped out a ton. And overall, it was a really good team win.
You got an opportunity because of the large gap to get a lot of players in, and a lot of players at the end of the bench that saw some extra playing time tonight.
Yeah, guys like Jesse and Andrew and Nate, they just came in and they were ready when their number was called. Yeah. And that's what we talk about is staying ready, being ready to go in and make a contribution somehow. It doesn't have to be points. It could be defense. It could be rebounds. It could be anything to help the team win.
Andrew Dean found his rhythm from three-point range.
Yes,
he got him for
did.
16 points, and he was just drilling them right and left.
Oh, man. He can really shoot the lights out. And when he's hot, he can go from NBA range. So we're really happy that he was able to find his rhythm. And, when a shooter gets that confidence, the basket looks enormous.
Yeah.
And we already know about the Tomei genes, being able to hit those three-point shots. And Jesse was looking just as good tonight, too. So.
Again, another great shooter. And, that's what we want. We want guys that can shoot. The three-pointer is a really dangerous weapon. And to have guys like Jesse and Andrew just makes our team so much more dangerous.
Before the game, you said 15 turnovers or less. I think you actually meant less than 15 turnovers, right?
Yes.
And no more than 10 per half. We had you for 7. You didn't even get to 10.
Yeah, no, that was good. We took care of the ball, and against the zone is tough. They played that zone pretty much the whole game.
Yeah.
we normally play against man, but the guys took care of the ball. Trevor's a wizard at taking care of it, and we just made the right play. Just make the simple pass. Don't need to do anything out of the ordinary. Just make a simple basketball play, and things will go well.
You guys were fantastic at the line. I have you numbered for 18 for 22. High percentage getting to the line. Your guys aren't afraid. How do you continue that momentum moving forward into the rest of the season?
Well, free throws is something we practice every day, and it's just going up there and it's confidence. There's nobody guarding you. You can take your time, have your 10 seconds, focus, and just knock it down. And I think this guy probably made 8 or 10 free throws, in the first half.
He did a lot. Yes,
he did.
And that just carried us forward. So it's nice to see those numbers.
18 of 22 tonight, 18 of 25 on Wednesday. So, that's 70% plus both nights.
In high school, that's extraordinary.
That really is.
If we can maintain that for a season, that will be 2 thumbs up for me.
All right. So just a quick note, Mira Loma on Tuesday, Casa the following Tuesday. Those are your next couple of games.
Yes.
Just some thoughts on those opponents.
Well, 2 road games, so it'll be 2 tough places to play. Mira Loma is always rough. They're physical. They play hard. They're really well coached. And Casa's coming off a section championship. So we got to be ready for both. And we'll have a good practice on Monday. And we'll be ready for Mira Loma. Right now, I'm just worried about Mira Loma, not worried about Casa yet. So we'll just take it one at a time and have a good practice on Monday, go for Mira Loma, and then after that, we can start thinking about Casa.
Turkey on Thursday and Casa the following Tuesday.
Basketball's here. Yeah, it's
indeed.
In full go. Yeah,
that's awesome.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you very much. Congratulations. If you could pass the headset along to Cade Rucker here, and he'll join us, trade places with Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Coach.
And we'll have a chance to hear from the gentleman that put 19 points on the board tonight in just 3 quarters. So have you bring that microphone up just a little bit. There you go. Congratulations. Great game.
Thank you.
So you must have been feeling that hot hand, because it seems that no matter what it is, a 3 or a 2, you were putting something up, it was going in.
Yeah, it's great to be back on the court. Just being back on the court gives me that feel. It gives me the hot, just very motivated to get back into it.
Yeah, you did a great job on the boards inside. What was what's been your motivation in the off season? How have you gotten yourself ready for this year?
It's my senior year, so I really want to really go at it, leave my mark on the school.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So Coach mentioned your free throws as well, and obviously that's something that it sounds like you guys have all been working on.
Mm-hmm.
You drive the lane, you draw those fouls, you go to the line. It's always frustrating to go to the line and not make the shots. So working on those is important. You were making the shots at the free throw line. Talk about the importance there.
The importance of making the free throws, if you get the foul, you get the free throws, you're wide open, easy shots, you have your time. It's the shots you have to make if you want to really be competitive and win games.
What do you think about this group that you're playing with this year? Obviously, you and 4 others were on the varsity last year, but just overall, this group of guys that you're going to battle with every night.
The guys who came on from JV last year, they're adapting really well and they're meshing very well. And this team, we're very close. We're like a family. I think that also really helps with how we play and our compatibility on the court.
All right. We asked Coach about the next opponents. What do you think? Mira Loma coming up first, on the road. Coach says it's a tough place to play. What do you know? What are your thoughts?
It is a tough place to play. They're always really scrappy. They're always very physical, very aggressive, especially on defense. So it's going to be a lot of just being able to take care of the ball and make sure they don't speed us up.
It's a big test coming up after a couple of wins here at home. Now let's go out there and do it on the road, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, Cade, thank you very much. Congratulations.
So much. Thank you.
Good luck next week. Happy Thanksgiving, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right. So Cade Rucker and Coach Kussler joining us here on the post-game show tonight. And here, we'll just go ahead and
scoot over here.
bring ourselves back to our position as we get set to close this one out. So Rucker had 19 points, Andrew Dean 16, and Jesse Tomei 14, the double-figure guys for tonight. But then again, as we mentioned, there's 3 other players with 7.
Yeah, one of the things that's very encouraging, we did this last year together, and I feel like the three-pointer is going to be a cornerstone of this team this season. They have multiple guys that can hit from the outside. I think Coach is extremely excited about that. That's where basketball is in this current time, and I think Bella Vista Broncos are taking full advantage of that.
One of the things that Coach Kussler told me last year was an open shot is a good shot.
Exactly.
And we saw that happening even when the game was all decided.
Mm-hmm.
What has been coached. Look, if you have the shot, I want you to take it.
Absolutely.
And so they continue to do that, and they continue to go in, and you never know what's going to happen one game to the next. Who might get in foul trouble or something like that. It's good to know that even if Andrew Dean is not going to see a huge amount of minutes during the course of the season, that if there is one of those games, that you can bring him in, and if he's when he gets going, he can make those shots.
And even like you said, even if he doesn't get a lot of minutes in the next game, he has not only does he have the confidence, Coach has the confidence in him. His teammates are going to have the confidence in him, so they're not going to have any problem with him taking those shots.
All right, well, that's going to close it out for us. Thank you so much for joining us. We want to say thanks to our crew tonight, JT Stewart on the camera and Julie Tharlson, our producer. That's Quincy Douglas. I'm George Tharlson. Have a great night, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving, and we will see you back here on the 2nd for the girls' game against Nevada Union. Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.